Welcome to the ultimate toy box adventure. From colorful building blocks to spinning tops and remote control cars, we're exploring 15 of the most fun and fascinating toys ever made. Let's dive in. First up, building blocks, the colorful interlocking bricks that let kids build absolutely anything they can imagine. Over 600 billion building blocks have been produced worldwide, enough to build a bridge from the Earth all the way to the moon. Melted plastic is injected into precise molds, cooled, and popped out as tiny bricks with little bumps on top that snap perfectly together. Fun fact, if you stacked all the building blocks ever made end to end, they could circle the entire Earth more than 5 times. Next up, cuddly teddy bears, the soft and huggable friend that so many kids can't sleep without. Teddy bears are named after a real United States president, Theodore Roosevelt, over 120 years ago. Soft fabric pieces are cut, sewn together, and stuffed full of fluffy filling, then finished with cute button eyes and a stitched smile. Fun fact, the teddy bear was inspired by a story about a president who refused to shoot a captured bear during a hunting trip. Now let's check out action figures, the posable heroes and characters ready for epic imaginary adventures. Many action figures have over a dozen points of articulation, allowing arms, legs, and heads to move and pose in almost any direction. Plastic is molded into detailed body parts, connected with small joints, then hand-painted with colors and tiny details to bring each character to life. Fun fact, the very first action figure ever made was actually designed for boys as a kind of doll disguised with a tough new name. Up next are dolls, one of the oldest and most beloved toys that kids have played with for thousands of years. The oldest known doll ever discovered dates back over 4,000 years, carved carefully by hand out of wood and clay. Plastic or vinyl is molded into the doll's shape, hair is added strand by strand, and tiny outfits are stitched together to complete the look. Fun fact, one famous fashion doll has had over 200 different careers over the years, from astronaut to doctor to race car driver. Zooming in next are remote control cars, the speedy toy vehicles that race, drift, and jump at the push of a button. The fastest remote control cars can zoom at speeds over 100 miles per hour, faster than cars on the highway. A handheld controller sends radio signals to a receiver inside the car, which powers tiny motors that steer the wheels and control the speed. Fun fact, some remote control cars are so advanced that hobbyists use the exact same batteries found in real electric race cars. Spinning down next are yo-yos, the simple string toy that's been challenging kids with tricks for centuries. Yo-yos are believed to be around 2,500 years old, making them one of the oldest toys still played with today. A string is wound tightly around a small axle between 2 round discs, and when released, it spins rapidly and can be flicked back up into your hand. Fun fact, in the Philippines long ago, a heavier version of the yo-yo was reportedly used as a hunting tool instead of just a toy. Piecing together next are Jigsaw Puzzles, the brain-teasing toy that turns a picture into hundreds of tiny pieces. The very first jigsaw puzzle was created as a teaching tool, cutting up a map so children could learn geography while playing. A printed picture is glued onto a sturdy board, then cut by a special machine into oddly shaped interlocking pieces that fit together like a puzzle. Fun fact, the largest jigsaw puzzle ever completed had over 50,000 pieces and took a huge team many days to finish. Rolling the dice next are board games, bringing family and friends together for hours of fun around the table. The oldest board game ever discovered was found in an ancient tomb and is believed to be over 5,000 years old. A printed board, colorful pieces, cards, and dice are packaged together, each designed to guide players through fun rules and friendly competition. Fun fact, one of the most famous board games about buying property was originally created to teach players about unfair wealth and rent. Chugging along next are toy trains, the miniature locomotives that circle track loops in bedrooms everywhere. Model trains are built in many different scales, with some tiny enough to fit an entire city inside a single small room. A tiny motor inside the train connects to the wheels, which grip metal tracks that carry an electric current to keep the train rolling smoothly. Fun fact, some model train collectors build entire miniature towns with tiny houses, trees, and even little people to match their trains. Squishing in next is modeling clay, the colorful, moldable dough that lets kids sculpt anything they dream up. This colorful dough was actually first invented as a product to clean soot off of wallpaper, long before it became a toy. Flour, water, salt, and oil are mixed together and colored with bright dyes, creating a soft, squishy dough that's safe and fun to mold. Fun fact, this famous modeling dough even has its own signature smell that many grown-ups still remember fondly from their childhood. Soaring in next are kites, the colorful flying toy that dances across the sky whenever the wind picks up. Kites are believed to have been invented in ancient China over 2,000 years ago, making them one of humanity's oldest flying inventions. A lightweight frame is covered in fabric or plastic, attached to a long string, and shaped so that wind flowing beneath it lifts it high into the air. Fun fact, kites were once used for more than fun. They helped early scientists study weather and even test some very early flying machines. Twisting in next is the Rubik's Cube, the colorful puzzle cube that has stumped and delighted people for decades. There are over 43 quintillion possible ways to arrange the colors on a Rubik's Cube, yet it can always be solved. Small plastic cubes are connected around a hidden internal mechanism, letting each layer twist and rotate independently while staying locked together. Fun fact, the Rubik's Cube was invented by an architecture professor who was originally just trying to help his students understand three-dimensional shapes. Splashing in next are water blasters, the ultimate summer toy for epic backyard battles with friends and family. The biggest water blasters can hold over a gallon of water and shoot it more than 50 feet across the yard. Pumping the handle builds up air pressure inside a sealed tank, and pulling the trigger releases that pressure to shoot water through the nozzle. Fun fact, one of the most powerful water blasters was actually invented by an engineer who originally worked on real NASA space technology. Whirling in next are spinning tops, the classic balancing toy that twirls in place for minutes at a time. Spinning tops are thousands of years old, with ancient examples discovered carved from clay, wood, and even polished stone. A weighted body is balanced around a narrow point, and when spun with quick fingers or a string, it uses momentum to stay upright while twirling. Fun fact, some modern spinning tops use special metal alloys and precision engineering to spin smoothly for over 10 minutes straight. Last but not least, toy robots, the futuristic gadgets that walk, talk, and sometimes even follow your commands. Many modern toy robots include multiple sensors and tiny motors, letting them detect objects and react in real time as they move. A small circuit board acts as the robot's brain, sending signals to motors and lights, while programmed code decides exactly how it moves and responds. Fun fact, some toy robots today can be programmed by kids themselves, teaching real coding skills through simple, colorful apps. And that wraps up 15 incredible toys from all around the world. Which toy is your all-time favorite? Let us know down below, and subscribe for more fun, colorful deep dives.